RESPA Section 6 is the section of RESPA that deals with mortgage servicing and mortgage servicing abuses. Remember that a mortgage servicer is the company that collects the payments for the mortgages as well as taxes and insurance and handles all late payments. They may not be the actual owner or investor of the loan, but they're the company that's been hired to service the loan, meaning handle these particular tasks. Mortgage companies and mortgage services have been accused of excessive foreclosure, modification fees, not really handling their job. Prior to the whole mortgage meltdown, there were a lot of things that mortgage services actually did wrong. They collected people's payments and didn't pay them on time. They didn't pay their taxes on time. They didn't give them loan mods, things of that nature. So RESPA Section 6 is the law that deals with mortgage servicers and mortgage servicing abuses. There's a lot of lawsuits that have come about because of the way that mortgage servicers handled certain people's accounts. This section also talks about force-placed insurance. You should know that if a borrower does not pay their insurance, their homeowner's insurance, the lender has the right to force insurance on them. This is called force-placed insurance, but there's some guidelines to it. The servicer must notify the borrower at least 45 days prior to placing force-placed insurance on their account. They have to give them a second notice as well, 30 days prior. Remember, force-placed insurance protects the lender, not the homeowner. The property has to be protected. So you know you're supposed to have homeowner's insurance on your property. If you do not pay homeowner's insurance and there's a fire or a flood or something, then the lender is unprotected. So if the lender finds out that you don't have insurance on your property, they can force it on you. And it's going to be much higher than if you went out and got it yourself. But they have to notify you. They'll send you a notice 45 days ahead of time saying, hey, your home is not insured. You need to get insurance or we're going to put insurance on it for you. They send the next one 30 days before. Hey, we notified you that you don't have insurance. You need to put insurance on your property or we're going to do it for you. After that, they don't have to give any other warnings and they can actually force the insurance on you. Other things covered under this particular section, when a borrower complains, the lender has to acknowledge the complaint within 5 days, and then they have 45 days to try to resolve it. What was going on prior to this is people would complain to their mortgage servicer, and they would never hear back from them. Now they have to acknowledge that they've received your complaint within 5 days, and they have to try to solve it within 45 days or explain their position. In addition, they cannot contact you until you're at least 36 days late if you missed a payment. So once you miss your payment at the 36th day, that's when they can start trying to call you. They must call you to try to say, hey, you missed your payment. Is there something going on? How can we help you? And at the 45-day point, if you've missed your payment and it's been 45 days, they have to send you out some type of loss mitigation help or application. Maybe it's a forbearance. Maybe they need to contact you to see if you need a loan mod or a short sale. So if you miss your payment at the 36th day, they have to contact you to try to see what's going on. They can't contact you before that. But at 45 days, they have to start offering you some type of a solution. How can we help you? Do you need a short sale? Do you need a forbearance? Do you need a payment plan? What can we do? They cannot start a foreclosure unless you are at least 120 days late. A notice of default. It used to be that they could start an NOD, notice of default, at 90 days. The CFPB has changed that. They cannot file a notice of default and start the pre-foreclosure process until the borrower is at least 90 days late. So these are some new things, some things that you need to know as it relates to RESPA Section 6.